Do you know what the first Apple logo was? Logos are much more than pretty little design. Even the biggest brands didn't get their logos right the first time. Most people think that logos is just about looking good. These top brands use them as strategic weapons in disguise. They use psychology to make you feel a certain way about them. Colors, shapes, even hidden messages all play a role in influencing how you feel and act. Welcome to the Marketing Factory, where we don't blend in. I'm Marisa Candy, founder and award-winning marketer. And for over 2 decades, I've helped businesses think differently about their marketing and achieve powerful results. In this podcast, I'll share proven strategies so that you can create profitable marketing campaigns that drive real impact for your business. Ready to turn clarity into action? Let's get started. Take a second now. I want you to close your eyes, unless you're driving. Close your eyes. I want you to picture the McDonald's arches. I want you to think about that Nike logo, that's just that gentle swish. The Apple logo. What does that look like? Instantly, you recognize them. You can open your eyes now. But did you know each of these logos holds secrets, hidden secrets, symbols, psychology, sneaky little marketing tricks designed to influence you without you even realizing it. So today, it's the great unveil. I'm pulling back the curtain on the world's most iconic logos, what they're not telling you, and how you can use these secrets to your advantage. Let's go. Logos. Logos are much more than pretty little designs. Most people think that logos is just about looking good. Put your business name in there, maybe add a little icon, just make it look good. That'll do, dolls. But it's not. It's way more than that. And these top brands use them as strategic weapons in disguise. Colors, shapes, even hidden messages all play a role in influencing how you feel and act. Now, are you ready for some examples? McDonald's. Yellow, did you know, makes you feel happy and energetic, okay? And red makes us feel hungry. Let's think about Facebook. Facebook used blue. Blue is the colour of trust and communication, apparently. Now, I didn't start these rules. I didn't make up these colours or the meaning behind them. This is just what's available, what people are basing these decisions on. Nike, that swoosh isn't just a tick, all right? What does it represent? It represents movement. It represents speed. It represents motivation. And every element in a logo is chosen deliberately to make you think, to make you feel, and even buy in a certain way. Now, are we ready to explore some hidden symbols in logos? Are we ready to explore some hidden symbols in logos? Yes. Crowd goes wild. Now, let's look at the FedEx arrow. Look closely. Do you see it? Look again. There's an arrow hidden between the letters E and X in the FedEx logo. Why is that important? They're a courier company, right? It symbolises for them speed, precision, and forward movement. Exactly what you'd want in a shipping company, right? Absolutely. Now, do you know about Amazon's A to Z secret? Maybe you do. This one's probably a little bit more common. There's a little arrow under the Amazon logo. Some think it's a smile. How wonderful. Happy days. But what letters is the arrow pointing to? Is it pointing from A to Z? Maybe showing that they sell everything you could possibly need from A to Z? Pretty cool. How about this one? One of my favourite chocolates, Toblerone. Toblerone has a hidden bear in there. Well, I'm going back to play school. Was that the show? There's a bear in there. That's the one. So look closely next time you have a Toblerone, before you rip that thing apart, all right, and devour it. Look closely at the mountain in the Toblerone logo. Do you spot a bear hidden in there? Now, the bear is a tribute to the Swiss city of Bern, which is famous for bears. Okay, here's another one. Now, this one was really interesting. Toyota. We see the Toyota logo, I reckon, every day. Every day we see the Toyota logo, but they use this trick called every letter trick. Every letter in Toyota is featured in that logo. Toyota's logo isn't just a fancy oval emblem. So next time you see it, try to spot all the letters TOYOTA in that oval logo. Pretty cool, right? All right, so here we are. We've landed here. We've talked about some logos. We've shown you that there's some hidden elements in there to hopefully help you understand that logos just aren't about branding. They're storytelling tools that help us build deeper connections with our customers. Just quickly, if you're a business owner struggling to see results from your marketing, or you're overwhelmed by the thought of marketing your business, we can help. Book in a call with my team using the link in the show notes, and let's get your brand thriving without the struggle. Now, back to the episode. Look, I'm not a psychologist, but here is the psychology of shapes and colors in logos if you really want to get down to the nitty-gritty and what they represent. A lot of people do, and business owners do, pay a lot of attention to this, and a lot of the big guys do. And us small business owners, we just want to somehow compete with these big guys. We want to be like them. So this podcast is giving you a little bit of an insight into what these big guys use, what the big companies and the big brands of our market do. Circles. Where do we see circles, right? Circles are used by who? Starbucks, Target, MasterCard. Because why? Circles represent unity, community, and inclusivity. All right? Let's compare that to squares and rectangles. Who's using squares and rectangles in their logo? IBM, Microsoft. Squares can be perceived as being stable, reliable, and professional. Triangles. Who's using triangles? Think of those logos. Can you think of some right now? Adidas. Everyone says that differently, right? Adidas, Adidas, which is right? Tell me, comment. Am I saying it wrong? Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi's triangles. It sends a feeling of power, movement, and innovation. And now, once we talk about shapes, let's talk about these colors. Let's talk about colors and who's using them. Red, Coca-Cola, Netflix, YouTube. Why? They want to create some sense of urgency, excitement, passion. Passionate red. We've heard that before, right? Blue, we talked about. Blue. Who's using blue? Facebook, Samsung, Ford. What's blue say? Trust, reliability, calmness. Yellow. Who's using yellow? McDonald's, Snapchat. Yellow's meant to make us feel optimistic, energetic, youthful. I like youthful. Green, that's us. Marketing Factory Green. Yes, yes, yes. Starbucks, Whole Foods. It makes us feel nature, health, freshness. Why did the Marketing Factory choose green? Because we're here to grow people's business through amazing marketing. That was literally why we chose green as our highlight color. Black, Apple, Nike, Chanel. Black, luxury, power, sophistication. Black today. Well, how does it make you feel? How does it make you feel when you wear it? What do you think other people feel and think when you wear it? Your brand, your business is wearing your brand, okay? Think of it like that. Top brands just don't pick a color. They use psychology to make you feel a certain way about them. So you know this. How does it make them feel? Now, there's been an evolution of iconic logos. Even the biggest brands didn't get their logos right the first time. They evolved. They had time to match trends, technology, and consumer expectations. Do you know what the first Apple logo was? It was an intricate image of Isaac Newton under an apple tree. How'd that go? That was quite complex, right? So now they simplified it to the sleek, minimalistic Apple we know today. How about we talk about that famous swoosh? You just have to say it and you don't even have to say the brand. The famous swoosh. How much did that cost? People might say thousands, hundreds of thousands. What if I told you that a student named Carolyn Davidson designed that logo? And guess what it cost Nike? $35. $35. Decades later, that little check mark is now worth billions. How do you think she feels? If you're Carolyn, you're just like, oh man, I sold myself short on that job. So what do you appreciate about all of this? What I want you to think about is your logo doesn't have to be perfect from day one. You start this business, you get it going, but then in time, evolve, change. It can and should always evolve with your brand. So how can you apply these steps to your own business? 1, keep it simple. Aim for something clean, easy to recognize. 2, choose your colors wisely. Think about the emotions you want your customers to feel. 3, consider some hidden meanings. Look, this is a little bit of the art and science here. If you want to engage a professional graphic designer, maybe tell them, if you can, if there's an opportunity, incorporate some subtle symbol into your brand, into your messaging that gives us depth. 4, logos have got to be versatile. Your logo needs to work on your website, on a t-shirt, on a tiny app icon. Simple designs must work best across your different platforms, okay? And then finally, be open to change. Even the big brands tweak their logos over time, and don't be afraid to refresh yours when it's time. Don't hold on to this old logo like a legacy. Our team's been creating logos for over 20 years now, and we've won many awards for our design. So if you need help, we're here for you. Simply comment, send us a DM. Let's get designing that iconic logo for you. And remember, the Marketing Factory, we don't blend in. Thanks for tuning into the Marketing Factory. If today's episode helped bring clarity to your marketing strategy, please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast or Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform. Stay connected with us on the socials at The Marketing Factory or at The Marketing Factory AUS, and let's keep turning clarity into action.